Did the instructor give any sort of scriptural basis or background for this visualization?
None that I heard. No, I was there on 2 different occasions, and I never saw the man open the Bible.
What did you think about that personally?
It kind of disturbed me the second time that I was there. I was wondering, well, I thought there was going to be a Bible study. I was under the whole different conception of what was going on, a different idea of what was going to take place. And the man, he never prayed or opened the Bible. He was into a lot of, role-playing. We played the Ungame, where you would ask different questions, and then it would just follow into a large discussion from there.
Those are techniques that have been used by the shamans from time immemorial to develop psychic abilities. The question, of course, is, all right, we're using Jesus. What can be wrong with visualizing Jesus? Let me give you a little bit of my own example as I answer that. When I was in Silva Mind Control, we were instructed, we were told that it was important in this special imaginary laboratory that we created, a special room where we could go when we were relaxed in our mind to do whatever we wanted. Eventually we were working the same kinds of things that Edgar Cayce did, the famous psychic, known as the Sleeping Prophet, which of course is a misnomer. He was neither asleep nor was he a prophet. He was in a trance state, and spirit beings were speaking through him when he was in this trance state. But in a conscious state, we were doing the same thing in Silva Mind Control. On the last day of this 4-day course, we would go down to our special psychic level, which is first level hypnosis. They will deny that, but it is. We would greet our special counselors. Now, the counselors were given to us on the 3rd day. We were told we could ask for whoever we wanted, but you never knew who was going to show up. It wasn't always who you expected. These strange counselors had a way of doing what they wanted as opposed to what you thought they should. And I thought, well, who can I ask as my counselor? Who could best advise me and guide me and lead me? Well, I thought immediately, well, of course, Jesus. I'm a Christian. I love the Lord. I want Jesus in my laboratory. So that afternoon, when they counted us down and we were bringing down this special elevator door, which we brought down in our minds to help reveal our counselors, the door was going down, and there was Jesus, with the face shining, the eyes gentle, glowing, the beautiful figure in the white robe. And Pete, I fell at his feet and I worshipped him. And they warned us, however, not to go back that night and try it on our own. They said, whatever you do, don't do that. It's not a good idea. Being the maverick that I was, though, I decided, well, I'm going to go back and try it. Maybe I got the wrong one. I'd also asked for Sarah Bernhardt, and I was an acting major, and when I finally came to the sad conclusion I was not, after all, the reincarnation of Sarah Bernhardt, I figured, well, maybe I'd ask her in for a few acting tips as well. And she showed up, wooden peg leg and red wig and all. But I went back that night, and when I was in the quiet of my room, I decided to talk to this Jesus again, find out which Jesus I was really... Maybe I got the wrong one. Maybe I just imagined it. So I counted myself down with the special technique they gave me, and went through the same procedure where I saw the elevator door lowering slowly, a little bit at a time, to release the face, and all of a sudden something snapped, something changed. There was a terror that came on me very suddenly, and as the elevator door was going down, Pete, I could see this gnarly, woolly hair that was being revealed, matted and covered with blood and dirt. These gleaming, beady, red, fierce eyes. This face that it was the face of a werewolf. Snarling, covered with blood, the fangs, the whole works. I mean, but the odd thing about it is that it was still the figure of Jesus. The body of Jesus was still there. And there was the glow, that same angelic glow about it. And then he started doing something really weird. It started switching. The face of Jesus, the face of this werewolf. And then Sarah Bernhardt, the one who was pretending to be Sarah Bernhardt, came and was doing the same thing. And I tried to snap myself out of it. I tried to sit up, but as many occultists will vouch, those who are doing any kind of astral projection or things like this, sometimes you get stuck in that psychic state. You can't get yourself out for a period of time, and that's what happened to me. I couldn't count myself out. Couldn't go up, couldn't go down. I was stuck with this thing.
How long do you think you were in
I
this
have
state?
no idea how long it was. It seemed like hours to me, but I have no way of knowing. Time is totally altered when you're in that state of consciousness. But these people are showing good fruit. That's the argument I said to my sister when she said, Johanna, there's danger here. This is demonic. You know, my sister had a fascinating experience in Silva mind control. She was a committed Christian at this time, but was trying to be open-minded. She said, well, maybe I'm not considering everything. I mean, maybe this is helpful. So she went through the mind control course at my insistence. And when time came for her to receive her guide, her counselor, she suddenly, as she was lowering the door, she got this demonic face swirling in on her, and she kind of shivered and opened her eyes and sat up and looked around and thought, well, maybe it's my imagination. You know, she had an awful lot of Christians praying for her at this time. An awful lot of believers in Switzerland at L'Abri. And she thought, well, relax, let's not get our imagination carried away here. She went back down. And as the woman counselor was being revealed, she said this misty figure was trying to form, was trying to manifest, but couldn't quite do it. And she said suddenly she heard this crash on the ground and a voice shouting at her, you shall have no other gods but me. And she sat up and said, whoa, thank you, Lord, this is not from God. I don't care what these people are saying. I don't care how many Jesuses my sister's got in her laboratory. This isn't from you. There's a Christian who had some discernment.